You cannot be black, Christian, and for the liberation of black people all at the same time. It's not possible.
I think it's very ignorant when black people say, oh yeah, black people shouldn't be following Christianity. It's very ignorant when you say that. It's very ignorant when you say it's a white man's religion, as if black people had nothing to do with the religion at all. It's very ignorant when you don't know the history, that the Europeans that actually colonized us and brought us here to America within the slave trade actually didn't even create the religion. They practiced paganism and druid. Then they figured out about a religion that was never theirs to begin with, colonized it, whitewashed it, enslaved it, and forced it onto us. And now we have a bad perception due to the messenger instead of the actual message itself. I wish we just wake up.
Black people get nothing in any of the three Abrahamic religions. As a matter of fact, all three religions at some point in time believed that black people were a curse. Let me repeat myself. At one point, all three religions did not believe that black people were naturally made from this earth. They believed that we were white people with cursed black skin. They believed that black people are inferior, that we are born to be servants of servants, which is why all three cults participated in the enslavement of black people. And if any of them try to tell you otherwise, just look how they treat black people throughout their societies in history and present day. The Islamic version of the Abrahamic God is a colorist. He tells the men that they shall receive fair-skinned women in their heaven. So if you want a beautiful chocolate queen in the Islamic heaven, you're shit out of luck. So you mean to tell me as a black person you've never questioned why all three of those cults associate dark and black as evil and light and bright as pure and good? It was very easy for all three cults to justify their horrible treatment of black people. So black people need to understand that Abraham is not our father. He is not the father of any black nations. He is the father of their nations. Our father is black, just like our mother.
Hello Black America. It's a pleasure and an honor having you watching this video here today. My first time viewers, my first time subscribers, those who don't know my identity and my name, I am Marvin, and please and kindly feel free to hit the subscribe icon below for more Black American hot gossips and trends. I also deal with minorities group in America, brown and white, and the marginalized community. Feel free to share this video to fellow Black Americans, those who don't know yet that they should not go to Black Jesus. And to add it up, like this video. Our focus today will be in Black America, where we'll be talking about the Black Christianity. This episode unfolds, are Black people God's chosen? Should Black people accept Christianity as their main dominion? I am not here to attack anybody's faith. It is only an episode to bring enlightenment to Black American family. Now, let's dig deeper into this. An advice I have for Black American: don't go for Black Jesus. It is a trap for you guys. From way back, since slavery, we were brought up knowing that there is white Jesus. And on a recent finding, there is a speculation going on that there's Black Jesus. Let me ask you this, or let me frame it this way. Do you believe in white Jesus or Black Jesus? Which between these two do you support the most? Which dominion were you raised in? Which belief were you raised in? Can we say there's Black Jesus? Can you say there's white Jesus? Kindly share a response on the comment section below and let others know your opinion. This is such an interesting topic. It needs to get answers. We need to get a clear point and a clear views. This is a debate nobody wants to talk to, but I'm here to highlight to you, and let's get a conclusion to this. The following videos is a reflection of what I am talking about here today. Remember, I am not attacking anybody's faith. I am not trying to turn away from God. We all know since way back, God is invisible. We have lived in a world where we have never seen God. We have never seen Jesus. And the speculation rises in this. Is there Black Jesus, or can we say Jesus is white? Watch this short video to the end so that we can be on the same page. Kindly share a response, share comments. Do not fear saying what you think. I will humbly respond to you. Let's watch, and we'll come back at the end with more strong commentary about this. Remember, don't go for Black Jesus. And we'll get to an answer to this question when I say, are Black people chosen by God? Stay with me.
Black people, stop saying we God's chosen people, because that's not true. Just stop it. And if that offends you, sit down and listen to what I got to say. There is a major difference, first of all, between being chosen and being called. I would argue, I will give the Israelites this. One, can't nobody prove whether you are an Israelite or a Gentile without the Jewish book of genealogy that was destroyed in Solomon's temple in 70 AD. But that's meat. Most of y'all just started drinking milk anyway. So let's walk through this thing. There is a difference between being called and being chosen. I would say the Israelites were called, but they're also the most hard-headed race of people on the planet, because the Israelites had to be told, if my people, which are called by my name, will hear my voice and return unto me, I will remember their iniquities no more. In order for a phone call to be significant, it has to first be answered. God had called the Israelites out of repentance plenty of times, but many Israelites went to and fro. Their doctrine was like this. It was to and fro. Dr. Umar Johnson talking about the black people are God's chosen folk. No, the people that are chosen, the ones that accept the cross. That's who's chosen. Many are called, few are chosen. Everybody's called to the altar. Everybody's called to hear the gospel. But only those that accept that Jesus is who he said he is, those are the ones that get chosen. Now, if that offends you, I don't care. But that's what the fact of the matter is. Period, point blank in the story. In order for a phone call to be significant, the call must first be answered. And the Israelites have been ignoring the call of the Almighty since we've been on this planet in mass. This is why only a remnant of Israel would be saved.
Come on, we need to talk about this. And this is very controversial, but it's the truth, the hardcore truth. Black people are not supposed to be Christians at all. It's very obvious reasons. And I know what some of y'all gonna say. Actually, Christianity started in Africa, so you wrong. Learn your black history while it's still legal and free. Just learn about your black history and your Christianity will start to fall apart and crumble into crumbs, all right? For one, Christianity was in East Africa once it was colonized by Europeans with their teachings, which is how they learned to control Africans through religion. Matter of fact, a lot of y'all are still controlled by it till this day. The rest of Africa had its own history, its own traditions, its own religions, its own beliefs, long before this new thing called Christianity came. But at the same time, when you talk about this stuff that was long before this, it's demonic. Who told you it was demonic? The people that taught you Christianity. And even just look around you in real life, all right? It's free to think. As far as I know, you and your oppressor serve the same God, yet who's getting the benefits? Come on, make it make sense now. The slave master and the slave were praying to the same God. In the judicial system, you got a Klans member as the judge, and you got a black person behind the stand. Who gets the upper hand? You got a Klansman owning the business. You got black folks who can't get their foot in the door, serving the same God. Come on, Christianity, where y'all at? Y'all serving the same God, yet God ain't doing nothing for black folks. Never have. We had to fight out of slavery. God can't even take us out of that. This is what I'm talking about. Learn your black history. I promise you, once you learn black history, you realize Christianity is not our thing. That's for, you know what? It ain't for nobody. There is a popular saying that a lot of church folks say that contradicts their whole belief system, puts the foot right in their mouth. Now, before I get to cooking and mention exactly what it is, let me add this. Christians do not research, they repeat, especially my black folks. And what I mean by that, they don't actually take the time to learn the origin and real history of their beliefs outside of the one book that they given. You know, they don't actually do the homework. They just repeat what the reverend, the pastor, the priest, the deacon, the elders, they repeat what these people say and just roll with it. And this is what I'm saying. Us who are aware always say Christianity is not our thing. It's not a black people thing. Black people ain't got no damn benefits from this Christianity shit. Slavery should have taught you that. And this is the phrase, right? When we say this, this is the go-to phrase that contradicts everything because they don't do research. Christianity started in Africa, so what you talking about? Yeah. And it's like, you just prove you don't do your research. You see, Ethiopia, which is in East Africa, was the first place in Africa to adopt Christianity. We all know what adopt means, right? That means you got it from somewhere else. If you adopt a child, that means you didn't make the child. You got it from elsewhere. Learn your history. So that means something else was already existing in Africa before they adopted that, right? Y'all quick to say that started in Africa, but everything else that already existed in Africa That's demonic. You know, all the shit that represents your ancestors, that's evil. That's demonic. Nah. But y'all so quick to claim that. And y'all don't even realize when Europeans colonized Africa, they got permission from the priests, from those Christians, that anybody who is pagan, meaning not a part of their Christianity, you allowed to enslave them. God damn, why be? And y'all leave out a very important part. Ethiopia was Christian. This is Ethiopia. This is the rest of Africa. What the hell was all of this when they just now became Christian? This is a religion that's only a few thousand years old, and this shit been around way longer. Your ancestors, bruh.
If you're still here with me, congratulations to you. God protect your family from all kinds of evil. White supremacists are always against black Americans. They try to downgrade black folks in America. What's your take in this episode? Has this uplifted your emotions? I'm not attacking anybody's faith. You have your freedom of worship. You have a freedom to believe whatever you have in your heart. This episode is only to bring enlightenment on how black Americans view the black Jesus perspective. We were brought up from way back knowing that we worship white Jesus. This is a speculation that has risen recently. It needs to get answers. It needs to get point of view from black Americans. Black Americans have a strong dominion. If you know the black American dominion, kindly share a response. Let's argue with facts. No negative comments. Thank you for staying with me till right now. It was not an easy journey, but you made it possible. Black Christianity is on another level. These are debates nobody wants to talk to. We need to get answers. Black people, don't go for black Jesus. It is a trap for you guys. They want you to start an online diaspora war with white people because we grew up knowing that there is white Jesus. They want to term you as racist people. I love my black American family. This page is always about uplifting black Americans, and it also showcases to you how black Americans are struggling to strive in a white supremacist world. Thank you for watching. See you on the next episode, and goodbye.